Shenandoah. So if y'all follow any of the lessons I do or any social media, you're probably getting sick of hearing this song. I'm actually finally getting to the point where I'm kind of sick of playing it. I don't know, it got into my head a couple months ago, and I've worked it out on literally banjo, piano, guitar, mandolin, fiddle, you name it. I was even messing on my dulcimer the other day, like I just cannot get this song out of my head. So I actually wrote this banjo version first. Really difficult tab to write, so it's taken me a while. I did a guitar lesson in between, so this is in two parts here, in the tab rather. So obviously there's the low end, and then I don't really want to call it the up the neck version because it doesn't, I'm just kind of playing in a higher octave and maybe go to the 8th fret as high as I go, but that is listed as part 2 in the tab. So open it up in the video description and follow along. And there are also two ways actually to support the channel financially, should you feel so inclined. There's a Venmo and a PayPal, and if you cannot support the channel financially, which is understandable, that's the whole point of this channel, was to have free music lessons out there in the ether. Give me a like, it goes a long way. It's not for me, I don't get money on YouTube, I don't get paid, I don't at all. It just helps more free lessons end up out there in the algorithms for other folks to find. So if you found this helpful, quick like is a quick and free, easy way to support the project here. So let's open up the tab and dive into O Shenandoah. Okay, so you've got the tab open. It looks like a mess, right? So it's a little tricky. I promise if you follow along, I'll explain a lot of it. This is the best way I could articulate in tab the way that I am playing it. So I think what's really going to help is for you to hear the melody amid. I know I do a lot. There are some licks in there and stuff, some clawhammery business going on, but listen to this real quick. This is on the piano. This is what the melody is supposed to sound like. Okay, so we've got the melody down, so let's dive into the tab. All right, so let's the old man get his glasses here, and let's kick this off. So, in the melody I just played, the Oh Shenandoah, that kickoff, the Oh is a G to an A. Well, it's supposed to be lower than the C that kicks us off. The problem being is I don't have one of those +1 banjos, so I don't have a lower string to tune down. So really all I could do with it was I just took it higher. That's all I could do with it. So let's do this. So you're gonna see like these ton of skipped stuff. Play them if you want. This is just how I'm playing it at the top of the video. So the way that this works, I'm kind of like double thumbing the whole time very silently, but if I just put 10,000 little zeros on the G string in there, the tab was going to be even messier than it already is, so I didn't do it. But just know, if you look at it, they're just really some mostly bum-ditty patterns. So you'll see that kickoff. I'm doing like, if I'm doing a bum-ditty, the first C, I'm skipping the brush motion from the strike brush pop. So I'm skipping the brush motion, and then I'm sounding my thumb, and the next bumpity I'm skipping the strike motion, and then brushing and popping, and then there's like another skip. So it'll sound like. Then immediately go into a drop thumb where I skip as well. So, and then we're going to do our first just hammer on a full chord, which is that F. So we have. See, not tough. We're already in the second line of tabs. So this is being an advanced lesson. I don't need to hold your hand through the whole video, so let's just keep on moving along here. So let's see from that hammer on to F on the first line. So then there's a drop thumb. So I actually do sound the first one. I skip a lot, but I'm going. It's discorded. But we're another hammer on. That's that F again. We skipped that kind of like a single little. Now I'm gonna hit that pull off from the 2 to the 0. So that pull off leads right into a drop thumb. But in that drop thumb, we're gonna slide. So we're going. I got myself all jacked up, hang on. So if let's say it wasn't a slide and it was just that 5. But I thought the slide, I don't know, it sounded neat. So. We're already in the third line of tab. And this is a long one, so I'm going to keep us moving here because I have a tendency to get off in the weeds sometimes. We're at the grayed out 2 that's a pull off, so that's the alternate string pull off. So this is an A minor chord in open C. It's just your 4th fret here and your 2nd fret here on your G and your, well, I'll call it your 4th string and your 3rd string, A minor. So you're going to strike that 4 and then pull off, skip, go figure, and then a hammer onto that again. It's kind of that similar thing we did before where we did we skipped one motion of the bumpity back to back with another one, just the opposite motion. So you skip like a brush stroke, then you skip a strike. So let's go back to that. Whoops. And you're going to see this like 4. That does have a G, like a drone pop written in there, but it's one of those ones that I'm kind of just, like I said, I'm kind of just sounding. That was like my shirt's all bunched up on my back. It felt weird. So we're doing this. Start on that hammer on. So now we're going to start right before that drop thumb at the end of the line, which is that 4. Whoops. So you need to sound that G that's in that drop thumb because the melody is like Shenandoah, I long to see you. There's an F chord, so you gotta make that real quick. So in that drop thumb where the G is articulated, you have to make sure you're hitting that. So let's take it back from the. It's kind of just another sequence of those skips. I'm not going to go over it exactly the way I play it. If this is your, here for an advanced lesson, you're going to make this your own. And so just listen for it. It's kind of one of those ones that has a lot of artistic license. Like this is my version. So there are plenty of ways to play this. In fact, my wife had actually told me that part of what I had envisioned was incorrect. Based off the way she used to play it whenever she was in a choir in college. So, she had my version that she took and said, oh, I think I hear something from my version. So do what you like with this. So, we'll let that one hang for a minute. And we're going to go. And that's just a... So now we're on page 2 now, and there's another drop thumb. So this time, I think before we went hit the open, you're gonna want to slide with your ring finger, and I'll show you why. You're gonna go, whoops. So this is away, that's away. Now you're gonna hit this E minor chord, which is, I kind of made it up. It's like partial one. There were a few ways to do it, and I'm just really, for the sake of this, gonna let this, because it gives me an E, a G, and an E. You could also play the whole thing open if you like, really, but I just figured. And then you let it ring, and then there's an A minor, which is just your 2nd fret G. So we're away, bound away. And I honestly, when I do that, I just sort of just kind of lightly droned. Then cross the wide misery. So that's really it for that part. So I'll take it from the top, just kind of without looking at the tab, and then we'll move to part 2. I'll take it a little slower. So watch me. I'll screw. This is the part where I always mess up. Okay, so let's do part 2. Part 2 is it's slightly different. It's a lot of the same stuff, just played up in a higher octave. But now we actually get to do this the proper way, because these are the lower notes now. So we're going to do this. So you're going to drop thumb to your 2nd string, hit your 3rd fret. Then you're going to make this little mini F, which is just 5th fret, 1st and 2nd string. And this is a G, which is a 3rd fret on your 1st string, 4th fret on your, well, it's filling in for a G anyway. It's what's this, E, F, G, and then this is, it's an E and a G, whatever, assuming it's a G, it works. Or, I'm sorry, a C. Forget I said all that. I know what I'm talking about. I do lessons on YouTube. It's actually a C. See, my glasses don't even work for me anymore. I'm getting old. So. So you have to listen for this. So I did this slide. You're actually coming to it a little early in this, but hey, banjo is supposed to be syncopated and funky and not make any sense. So it's just the quickest way I could get, because I'm up so high, I can't, like, you know, if this were on one of the lower strings, well, then it would probably be closer to where my hand is. But since I'm on the highest string, I can't jump any faster. So we have to go quickly to this 8th fret. So, and you're gonna pull off. So you use your pinky, or I think depends on the weather. I just use whatever. The F again. So I think you actually want to use your ring finger. And there's this. So that's you rolling river. And what that is you're going to get like a pull off. So if it was a bum ditty, it would be like, you know, but we're pulling off and skipping. So it's like we're creating that note by the pull off, the 3rd fret, 1st string. Now we're here, 1st fret, drop your 2nd finger, middle finger. Now we're back at that C again. Okay, so that's a lot. Let's go from the top of part 2, slow. Okay, so now you're going to stay where you are. This is, finger placement is key here. So you're going to stay where you are with this little C chord, and what you're going to do is you're going to pull up your pinky and you're going to do an alternate string pull off, but you are going to strike the 4th on the 2nd string like this, and skip again. So this is why finger placement is key. So you're going to just, all you got to do here is bring up your to your 3rd string, 5th fret, your ring finger, drop your pinky down to your 1st string, 5th fret. So this gives you an A minor chord. So so we went from that little mini C, we did the pull off. Now we have an A minor, and you're going to hold that for a second. And then you're going to do another alternate string pull off, which is the exact same thing you just did, only we're just going to do a different ending on it. And you're going to go. So it's like this 4th on the 2nd string, pull off the 5th to the 3rd and skip again. And then hit your 4th again, your 2nd string. And drop down. So if you can be quick, you can try to fret your full F chord. Your melody note is really just this open 2nd string. Sounds good if you at least fret the 1st fret. If you can, get your finger, like, sounds even better. So hang on that for a second. Okay, I'm going to go back to the alternate string pull off, just up a page. The 1st one, the 5 to where we just have, we're in this position, and we're going to bring our pinky up and go. So this is Shenandoah. Okay, we got our chord, and we're just going to do it again. I long to see you. So do it real slow. So I'm here. flipped it here. Where we go? And you can just kind of hang on that for a minute, whatever, however you feel like doing it. Okay, so that part's pretty well done, and this part's easy on the way out. And then you just go. Couple just hanging, skipping. So you're gonna do the motion of that, ring. So this is pretty much that same like little mini chord I did earlier, but it also works as an E minor. And then you drop down to your A minor. At least for me, the way I hear it, I want the A minor to be lower. That's why I had the, like, whenever I did the earlier one. And I played on the piano that way too. I do E minor, then I go down to the A minor. Yeah, let's take that again. This is now, we're on the last page, so I think it's the first line of the last page over to the first break where the C starts. This is where we're going to wrap it up. Whoops. Then I think this is fun to do, is strike your low C, your fourth string, and then pull off at the same time. Because we're an open C, but we have two C's here, which, man, my banjo sounds a little out of tune. So all right, so I will, well, I usually cut the video there, but then I thought, well, I forgot to play it through slowly. So I'll give it a shot through slowly. I usually screw this part of the lesson up, but whatever. Let's do it. See? I already did it. It's supposed to be cleaner like this. Some nice clucking going on there, so nice. Folks, there it is, O Shenandoah, the oldest folk song in America. So now you have something cool to play at a open mic night that will kind of knock their socks off. So I sit around my house and play music all the time, literally every day, to the point where my kids are like, Dad, like, will you just go away? And my wife is so used to me playing that she hardly bats an eye. But I'll tell you what, like, this song, she was like, what is that? Oh, that's O Shenandoah, you know. And then she's been singing it, so it's just one that catches people's ear, and it's just a beautiful song. So I hope you like this arrangement, and I hope you get to play it out somewhere. If you do, send me videos, I want to hear it. So till next time, thanks for watching.